Hello, I'm Elias Pisot, a half Latin, half Slavic 13-year-old living in Bucharest, the capital of Romania. And the first question you need to ask yourself if you're trying to help a toxic person is, are they really the toxic one? Because if they're not, then you need to help yourself, not them. But if they are actually the toxic person, if you actually analyze the situation you're in or that they are in and come to the conclusion that they are the toxic one, the one that are trying to manipulate your emotions, but you don't want to let them manipulate your emotions. If you actually come to that conclusion that that person is toxic and that conclusion is true, the only way to help a toxic person that you know is toxic is by ignoring them. Like, just really ask yourself, why is that person being toxic? Why does that person feel the need to do such horrendous, infectious, sickly things to the people around them? It's probably because of an inner pain, isn't it? It's probably because of a need for attention. It's probably because of a need to feel, to suffer. Something extremely wrong with their mind, with their conscious, with everything about them. If you ignore it, they probably will stop doing it. Because the only thing that's motivating them to be a toxic person, to actually infect their bad mood into everybody around them, to gossip, to be arrogant, to talk trash about other people's backs, is attention. They want attention, nothing else. They're not doing it to create a good impression. They are not doing it because they're bored. Maybe they do it because they're bored, if they're psychotic enough. But most of the time, they just want attention. They just need some sort of humanly love, care, attention. These three things, love, care, attention, are all synonyms. If you give attention only to their toxic side, then of course they're going to feel the need to put it out, to make a spectacle out of it. If you actually give attention to their needs, to the things that make them act toxic, if you actually treat the cause and not the effect of their toxicity, then that's how you stop the toxicity. Most people are like warriors in this. Oh, my mother, my best friend, oh, they're being so toxic. I know they're being toxic. I need to annihilate everything that comes out of their mouth. I need to get at least 3 arguments every single day. 3 battles, 3 like mental battles, 3 disputes every single day so I can crush everything they say. Every single thing, toxic thing that they say because they're so insane. That's not how you do it. That's not how you actually convince a person to stop being toxic. Because that's why they're doing it. They're doing it to start arguments. They're doing it to make you feel bad. In order for you to make them feel bad. It's a masochist, it's like sadomasochism in its most subtle form. Toxicity is so perverted because not only does it hurt that the person that is toxic and the person they're being toxic towards, but it is doing it in order to start an infinite cycle of suffering, pain, and toxicity, which are all, again, 3 synonyms. So, what do? You treat the cause, not the effect of the toxicity. Why is this person being toxic? What is missing in their lives? Is it love? Is it your attention, your love? Is it something bad that happens in their work? Is it a feeling of social insecurity? Is it a sense that they're being left out of a from a bigger thing? Is it a need for, yet again, attention and love? That's probably the cause. A need for attention and love that they very obviously don't get. If you are the one that should be giving them love, should be giving them attention, then give them attention and give them love because that's the cause of their toxicity. The only way to actually ensure that the toxicity goes even further, like actually not end the cycle, is by responding to it, facing it with armor and a sword and trying to fight it off like a three-headed dragon. That is not going to help. If you fight something, it will probably become more prudent in its approach. If you actually tend to it, if you actually see what is wrong with it, why it is attacking in the first place, what need it does not have fulfilled, what you need to do for it, that is the moment where you actually succeed to stop toxicity and hate and suffering. A loop of infectious synonyms that won't stop because you're too obsessed about their effect instead of their cause. Whoever you're trying to help, remember that they are human. Remember that their toxicity has a cause that they probably didn't choose to start. They probably have some trauma. They probably have some feeling of inadequacy and insecurity. If you want to help them, do not beat them, do not whip them over the situation. Help them. Help them by looking at the cause, looking at what they need. Because it's what they need, not what they think they need, which is more suffering, more toxicity, more hatred in their lives. If they do not know the solution, they will go for the thing that makes the situation worse. You are the one that needs to find the solution for these people that are beyond saving. Because you can be the savior of a lot of human hatred, of a lot of inner rotting, if you just learn how to look at the cause and not how to treat the cause and not judge the effect, because that's the cause. That's the cause of toxicity. That's the cause of hatred. That's the cause of suffering. The cause, which most likely you can't control. And if you can't, ignore it. Simply ignore the effect and go for the cause. I'll see you later.